What is up, everyone? It's me, Mark the Monster from the Don't Say the F Word podcast, and I am the leader of the Puppet World Order, the PWO, and we are taking over. We have appeared at WWE events, we've been at AEW, and now I am working on infiltrating the whole world of BKFC. Those of you who may have missed our podcast yesterday, live episode was right here on Instagram where you guys are checking us out right now. I got to interview David Feldman, CEO of BKFC, the boss man. That's right. I was the first puppet to ever interview BKFC CEO, and that was amazing. I've been the first puppet to interview Austin Trout, and he had his own puppet friend. And today, I'm going to get the honor of chatting with Mark Hunt, which is amazing because two Marks absolutely make a right. The big guy, Jeremy, will be here too. He's pretty excited. He's a huge fan of Mark Hunt. We have a lot of people coming in. Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. We do appreciate it. If you're not here live on Instagram, that means you are checking us out on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, Google Podcasts, one of the many other platforms that I help the big guy Jeremy, the illegal brother-in-law Joe, get the show on to. It is really exciting that we are getting so much interaction. Tons of combat sports fans have been checking us out recently. And we appreciate all the feedback. Everybody in the comments, thank you. We appreciate all the love. I know I'm in the coolest monster anyone's ever seen. And everybody loves the PWO shirt. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them. I don't know. This one's mine. You can't have this one. It probably won't fit. I'm not that big. But we will have Super Samoan Mark Hunt on just a few moments here. He'll be joining us. We're gonna talk about his future in the world of combat sports. His legacy is etched in stone, just like his left hook is made of stone. He's looking to do some more things. He's not done. He's looking to make some more things happen in the world of combat sports. We talked to David Feldman yesterday. He had a lot of great things to say about Mark Hunt. He had just tons of praise for Mark Hunt's legacy in the world of combat sports. He is the king of the walk-off KO. I don't know that I ever seen anyone do a walk-off KO prior to Mark Hunt doing a walk-off KO. I think he may have been the first guy I seen in K1 doing that. And looks like we got Mark Hunt getting in here now.
Yo.
Absolutely fantastic. Mark, how are you, sir? My name's also Mark.
Good, man. I think you got a better reception. Just trying to jump in here. How you doing?
Fantastic. Am I the first puppet to get a chance to talk to you?
Yeah, you are, actually.
All right. That's what I like to hear. I was the first puppet to talk to David Feldman, and I appreciate being the first puppet to talk to the legendary Mark Hunt. My name's Mark the Monster. The big guy Jeremy's about to join us here, but I like to kick things off, get everybody comfortable. I'm going to go and operate this camera, going to work the audio, but we appreciate having a legend like you on the show. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate the time.
All right, without any further ado, big guy Jeremy, you got a job to do. Come get in here. Come talk to the legend, the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. All right, guys, I'm out. Mark the Monster's out. Mark, how are you, sir?
Good, boy. Thanks for having me on the show, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for chatting it up with Mark the Monster. He loves getting everybody comfortable. He loves getting things set up for us. Uh, how's life? How, how, how's everything been treating you? Good?
Yeah, can't really complain, really. And, no one's fucking listening, so yeah. No, I'm good. Seeing a lot of time with the kids, which is good, so yeah.
That's fantastic, man. Whenever you got your health, family's got their health, man. You can't ask for anything else, right?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, we had the honor of having David Feldman on the podcast with us. The subject came up to talking about the Super Samoan, and you've been the center of attention for a lot of the guys in BKFC right now. I got all these fight posters from the Donnybrook Company right here behind me. We got the other Hunt, Lorenzo Hunt. We got Mick Terrell over here. These guys are calling out the Super Samoan because you made the comment, give you 3 fights, you'll be a world champion in BKFC, right? It got some attention. This stage of your career, what has you eyeballing BKFC?
Well, of course, financially, it's a good option for me. I mean, I've always been interested in throwing hands bare knuckle. I mean, and it's only going to take me 1 fight, not 3.
What fight for you looks the most promising? Who do you have, or you just want whoever's got a belt for you?
Big Mick Terrell, that's the one I'm after right there. He's got that shiny bounce. Nice guy, end of the day, but
I seen his face on that dartboard. I seen that post from you, so that's the guy.
damn it, someone keeps calling me. Sorry. Probably
That's all right.
Probably trying to troll me.
Shoot them a message. Tell them to tune in on Instagram. They can just have the conversation right here live on the show.
No, because every time the phone rings, it cuts this conversation off, so I have to just push stop.
So I've seen you're looking to have 3 world titles before you call it a career in combat sports. You've already been K1 champion. You're eyeballing BKFC championship. What would be the third?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows these days? Like I said, I didn't dream about being a fighter. Like I said, God put me to be a fighter. Is what I was supposed to be doing. So, as a child, I grew up thinking, look, I'm gonna, have 3 bouts in my life, and I've had 1 already. So, maybe, if I get the opportunity to throw hands with Big Mick, then that'll be the next title. So who knows? The third one, who knows what it might be? Fuck's
sake. As you look at the landscape of BKFC, the growth that the promotion itself has had in a really short period of time, have you seen growth like that from any other promotion so fast in combat sports?
Not really, no. I think it's because the sport about bare knuckle is pretty much real. It's like me, it's pretty real.
That's one of the things that David Feldman talked about yesterday, that bare knuckle boxing is as real as it gets. It's something that everyone can relate to, whether you're a trained fighter, whether you're a legend like yourself. Everyone knows what it's like to make that bare knuckled fist and either throw one or take one. And I think that really resonates with a lot of people. It's just that there's no coating on top of bare knuckle fighting. It's just gritty and it's authentic.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you've had some time off, So whenever you look at coming back into the world of combat sports, what was the key motivator? Just collecting more titles?
Money, of course, always money. I'm not here to shit in your pants. I don't do this for fun. I don't like to get my head punched for nothing. I don't, unlike every other fighter that says, "Oh, look, man, I do it because of the glory." Fuck the glory. You ain't gonna eat the glory, mate. Jeez.
That's why it's prize fighting, right?
Yes,
It's about
sir.
that
That's it.
prize.
That's it. That's it. My butter, my soul. That's it.
Yeah. And, BKFC is kind of different. We talked to David about the bonuses and just the whole setup of everything. Starting off at the line in the middle, the 3 feet apart, getting that extra money to stay in the middle and stay throwing and not
I'm
taking
actually
those
just
steps
excited
backwards.
to throw hands. See, to see, like with no gloves. It's actually going to be pretty interesting. I'm really interested in doing that, to be honest. So, and if you don't throw shit properly, it gets broken. It gets broken real quick.
That's one of those things that, as I've talked to some BKFC fighters about, it's that different approach. And anyone out there, any of our fans, we got comments are flying through here. Anyone who's been in a gym and has hit a heavy bag or hit another human with gloves on, it's different than hitting someone bare knuckle or hitting someone with 4-ounce gloves. Things change as you protect that hand less and less.
Yeah, it's very
It
different.
As you look at that potential to coming into the world of bare knuckle, will your approach to how you're throwing these punches, is that going to change for you, or are you going to train differently?
Training no different. I don't like training, but once the training camp is probably done, it's all good. The fighting's the easy, but the best bit about it, the approach to you have to be a lot more like with MMA gloves. They're like 4 ounces. But with no gloves, it's pretty dangerous. You've got to do things. You have like pretty pinpoint. You have to be pretty pinpoint in your accuracy and everything. And especially hitting the wrong parts, especially with no gloves, the elbows, the heads, and different parts, so you could break your hand easily. I mean, easily. Jeez, I've had a few of those issues there before, but that was a long, long time ago, and we're still here. So yeah, you have to be pretty on point.
Yeah, you don't want to hit that forehead. You want to make sure you're away from the hardest part of the skull
Oh, they
there.
can hit my forehead. That's it. They can do it all day. I'll do it all day. Do it all day.
One of the
They can do it all
things,
day.
man, I see these guys calling you out, and it's no disrespect to any of these guys. I respect anyone who's willing to set foot into a ring, into a cage, into anything, and throw hands. But to me, it's like to call out the Super Samoan. Uh, People can look at time off. I look at it as time recovering. You had a lifetime in combat sports of your body taking, the punishment of just training alone, let alone being in there and giving some and taking some. I thought, man, calling out Mark Hunt, that's toying with disaster because some guys need a round. You need a punch. You sleep dudes with one shot. And when was the first time you can remember knocking somebody out with one shot?
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. In fact, maybe over 3 decades ago. Long when I was a kid. So it was a long, long time ago. It was a while ago, to be honest. So, um, yeah,
Yeah, I
a long
think
time
like whenever
ago. That's all I can say.
yeah, I tried to think about it before coming on here talking. Like, when was the first time I seen Mark Hunt knock someone out and just casually stroll away? And I started training in the early 2000s, probably '04. And I remember watching your highlights on HD Net Fights with Box Root and Call them, and you just starching guys. And it's just that one hit, and you knew as soon as it landed, you already knew they were done, and no extra punishment was necessary. You were walking away. It it was like painting a beautiful portrait. It was magical, man.
Just call me Picasso, my friend. I just, no, I'm just.
Man,
I can't remember when it was the first time, but yeah, it was. It's been it's been a long, long time. Over 3 decades, to be honest. I mean, my first ring fight was a Muay Thai fight. I got the guy with the right hand, the bigger guy. So but without gloves, it's a lot different. You got to be a lot more careful. With it. It's not like I'm gonna be careful. I mean, fighting is not about being careful. It's about you making opportunities and taking risks. Um, yeah. So the challenge would be really hard. The getting that accuracy right and not hitting someone's dome to break your shit. But time will tell. So.
yep, time's the thing, right? As you look at your career and the time that you have behind you, and you look at the time ahead of you, do you have a pen set to when you think you want to be done fighting?
Oh man, I came out the womb scrapping. To be honest, scrapping my situation, life, everything. I mean, look, doesn't things change? And after 33 years of combat, and that's just in these arenas. Yeah, I look at life. And like I said, I didn't want to be a fighter as I grew up as a kid. I didn't know what I was going to be as a child. I just, I felt God says, this is what you're going to be, young man, and this is what I've been doing ever since. So it's not up to me. I feel when it's time to throw the towel. I mean, in my mind, I could fight forever, but reality, for other times, does not say you can do it. Like I said, it could be the next fight, especially if you're talking about bare knuckle, man. It's you know, it's brutal stuff, and it's pretty violent. Like I said, for hand issues, I've got a lot of hand issues, and who knows if it could last. A couple of sets of teeth stuck in those things. But what I'm saying is, who knows? Only God knows when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, anything can happen, especially in the world of bare knuckle and in any combat
I
sport.
mean, look at that.
You know,
Look at that. I get sorry to catch up, but look at that. That's 16 screws from a UFC fight from Bigfoot. That's 16 screws right there. You know. Mm. And that's with gloves.
how long was that healing process? Getting 16 screws put
It
in?
was 9 months. It was a fucking year, man. It was ridiculous because like I said, I haven't had many injuries from fighting in my career. Like I've had two PCL surgeries from K1. I won from K1. The other one a week out before I was going to fight with all the heavyweights against Stefan Struve in Vegas, and that hand injury, the 16 screws from the Bigfoot fight. So I've been pretty lucky, injury wise. If you're talking about major injuries, but that's it.
Man, that Bigfoot fight was crazy, and I put the reel together for you being on, and that one image of you just crushing his face. I think that's gonna live in combat sports lore forever because it's such a remarkable picture.
Yeah.
Um, on the subject of the longevity, it's my understanding you have some involvement in the Swiss MMA Federation.
Yeah, I was being allowed to be part of the board there with my manager Gabriel. Um, um, looking forward to doing some work with those guys. I think they're doing a great. Fuck this guy need to turn this TV off. This guy's doing some dumb shit on there. He just um, doing some great stuff for MMA. Especially we're looking at pushing it towards the Olympics. Yeah, so a few things happening with those guys, which is great. I think they're doing a great job. My manager Gabriel and Luigi also. So yeah, looking forward to some of the news they bring up this year. Be amazing.
My understanding they're looking to help put together pension funds for fighters to help give them something after that combat sports career has hit its end.
Well, yeah, like I said, we were trying to do something like that here in Australia with courses and stuff. Like I said, the fighters that always approached me to be a prize fighter, I said, "Oh, have you had any fights yet? Maybe have one, maybe 10 fights, and it's not good to throw all your eggs in one basket." Yeah, but because it's okay to chase the dream when you're by yourself. But as you get on with the dream, and as you get along, you meet your partner and you have kids, and then if you don't make that table, the top end table to make where you're making good money, then they have issues. So this is why we try to open up a course throughout Australia to supplement that. So like I said, I tell people if the top end prize fighting table was this and you had to make it on the table, would you be able to do it? So
Yeah, I think a lot of young men and women who get into combat sports, I don't think they realize that gap that there is from that entry level to that top tier money wise. I think there's, I'm sure whenever you started, that pay for those first shows, yeah, that was probably minimal to show, minimal to win, comparatively speaking to what some folks are getting today.
it is. The times have changed, and I don't want to start speaking about pay with the different things, but yeah, you're right. It should be if prize fighting was your main source of income, and you don't actually if you become or trying to be a prize fighter, a top end prize, so you've got to make that top table because otherwise you don't eat properly, you don't eat well. So at the end of the day, we all make mistakes with finances with different things, and you got to have a great team around you. Otherwise, it doesn't work out. My situation, I ended up in a battle with the billionaire company, to be honest. And but I'm not going to say sit here and shit in your pants and cry about it. I'm back in the fucking war zone, bro. Let's do it. Fuck, I'm in there, 100%. I'm not here to fuck around. Waste people's time. I'm here to take your teeth and take their belt, and that's it. That's my belt. I was like,
And that's that Samoan warrior spirit, right? That you're here to fight. You're not going to sit back and just take what life hands you. You're going to fight and take what's yours.
no. Whatever I want to do is that's it. That's the beauty about being a prize fighter. I mean, God said you can have opportunities to make your own path in life. Sit there and cry about whatever the fucking cards you've been dealt with in life. I never want to sit there and say, "Oh, look, I've got this, I've got this." Fuck that, man. I go and take what I want. That's it. That's how it is.
And
Got to go and work for your shit, man. So 99% of the world has got to go and grind it and make his beat and do shit. I mean, I'm no different. You know, and people that like I said, for me, like my happiness is not defined by your happiness. You might find things that you're happy with differently. I find things differently myself happiness. Me sitting playing a game all day is fucking my happiness. You driving around fancy cars, your happiness. That's on you. So, but like I said, I'm not here to sit around and talk shit about it. I'm here to come for that bout and that's it. So no complaints about all that rubbish. So yeah,
you know, you're talking about your happiness being playing a game all day.
sure.
What game are you currently playing?
Sure. Well, I love gamer, been gamer for a long, long time. My alter ego comes up and he leaps and bounds, and whether I'm sitting here talking shit to you or Counter Strike is the game I've been playing. CS:GO 2 at the moment. I've been playing with the lads, Kenner and the boys. Daz, and he asked me to say my butter, my soul. No, I say, but yeah, gaming with all the gaming was is what I have to do, and that's my source of happiness, to be honest. And I can have an alter ego and do whatever I want, say whatever I want in that gaming world. In the metaverse, like I said, it's I can be whoever I want to be and not be ridiculed and judged about it. Just the game is online about it. I think as a kid growing up, I took it a little bit further, which I shouldn't have. Wrote about it, but that ain't gonna happen again. So yeah. So yeah.
Gaming's that great escape. I got my right arm's covered in video game controllers all the way up.
Ah,
Got
so you're a console player, yeah. Yeah, I'm a PC player, so it's yeah. So
yeah, I'm a console guy. I've never been a PC guy, but right
how
now
old are
for
you?
me,
That's
I,
probably because your age. How old are you? You look
I'm
young, like 34.
I'm 41.
Oh, okay, so you're similar. You're 8 years behind me. Okay. What's your favorite game you like playing?
Uh, right now it's the finals. I've been playing the finals a lot. Uh,
NBA, is that? What's
No,
game?
it's a first-person shooter.
Hey, what
Yeah,
is this game?
it's free to play. It's a squad base. It's 3v3, and you got different classes. The whole world's destructible. So all the buildings you can blow them up, catch them on fire. They come crumbling down. Yeah, all your pathways through change every game. No game is even similar because the map is totally destructible. You can destroy every building.
Wow. Okay, so the game I play is a 5v5. It's called CS:GO. It's a 5v5 situation. It's a terrorist versus counter-terrorist. But you know, it's like real life. It's not I might try that game. What is that game called?
It's the
You play? The
finals.
final.
Yeah, I will send you the link to their page here on Instagram, and
Okay.
since you it's so much fun. I enjoy Call of Duty. Me and my wife play Call of Duty a lot,
Mm.
but Call of Duty can be stressful.
Well,
It can kind of get
I only play zombies on that. I only play zombies on that Call of Duty. I stopped playing the other one. The other ones, my eyes get a bit sore because it's so much detail in COD. You know what I mean? With all the you know, but you know, yeah, CS:GO has been my favorite for a long time. I mean, I wish Gaben would just get rid of all these fucking cheaters on there. It's just disgusting. You know,
it's
with all these
unbelievable.
motherfuckers with their aimbots and they can see you through the fucking walls. It's it's pretty much like sport. You know, like top end prize fight. You got these fucking cheaters on this. Hey, same
Yeah,
thing with the game. That's why on the Alter Ego you can do whatever you want to say. Like this fucker. Well, can I swear on this now?
yeah. Go ahead.
Can I say
We
this
don't say
motherfucker's
the F
cheating?
word, but it's a different F word. We don't say fake when we talk about pro wrestling. That's the only F word we don't say.
Okay, so yeah, it's like the game. People can download cheats, aimbots and see through walls. It's just disgusting. It just ruins my gaming experience. Makes me so toxic. You
Yeah,
kill
man.
a motherfucker for that.
It's unbelievable people want to go out of their way to cheat in a video game. You're trying to
Why? Well,
relax.
I think they sit there like people getting triggered because of that. But it just makes no sense. It just really, really shits me right up the fucking chute, bro. It pisses me right off. And I don't bother gaming. I just start typing and just being real fucking toxic.
Dude, I get it, man. My wife is not a, she's never angry about anything. But man, the cheaters in Call of Duty, my wife will get hot. Like
Yep,
she will be
yep. I don't blame
pissed.
her, man. Tell her amen to that. I don't blame her for that shit, man. That just really ruins my gaming experience. And if that
She'll
fucking
look at
Gaben would do
somebody's
something
kill
about it,
death ratio and say, how does this asshole going 107-2? Like, how'd that happen? Like, they're just
yep.
cheating. They're cheating.
I know these cheating ass motherfuckers.
Hey,
Anyway,
that's the message right here. If you're out there and you're cheating in a video game, the Super Samoan Mark Hunt is gonna come put a left hook on your
just say
chin.
that, man. Don't say that, man. I've been ready to fill the car many times, man. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Imagine
Uh,
somewhere there's some 19-year-old kid cheating his ass off
oh no, they
in
just
Call of Duty. Now he's paranoid. You're gonna show up and you're gonna have Mark the Monster over here with you and start serving up some soup bones, just starching people.
oh man. The whole new wave of cheaters in this game has just come through, and they freaking Gaben should do something about it. The pig. You hear me, Gaben? Go and fix the game. Not fucking.
The finals, they were really reactive to people cheating. So the game launched like a month ago, totally out of beta and everything. And of course, you had people manipulating aim assist and doing all that shit that they do. And they already did an update, totally revamped aim assist, nerfed it a lot. You can still, you're still able to be competitive with a controller, but they did a lot to kind of nerf the ability for people to cheat.
They should just ban the IPs. Like I said, I had a great account, and I was so pissed off that I was getting starched by these freaking cheaters, and they were just laughing about it. I said, I'm going to download cheats and I'm going to fix them up. So I downloaded cheats and I started just spinning in casual. I was just because there's an aimbot. I was just spinning in casual, just killing everyone, and I didn't give a damn. A lot of these cheaters they try and hide their hacks. I'm like, you guys need to deserve to be fucking died. You need to be burnt in a pit. And I just started spinning casual. They banned my account. I was like, why the fuck did these motherfuckers ban these other guys? You know, they banned
It's
my account, and I was sitting there, after all this time, I got interested in playing the game again, and because it really turned me off playing the game, right? And then I was like, I said, I'm not going to play this game ever again. I'm just going to download cheats and start spinning. And next minute, they got banned my account. I'm thinking, fuck. So now I'm interested in playing the game again, and I have to start over again. And then I have to deal with the same situation again with all these bots cheating and all these newbies. I'm like, why? Why is your hair brown? Not joking. Why do that?
man,
Anyway.
I don't get it. It's like I guess if it's anything that's competitive, people will look for an advantage of some sort. But to me, it's you're gaming.
It's a
You should just be
game.
having fun.
It's a game for entertainment. It's a game. You don't have to be yourself. You can be anybody and be a gun player playing this game or any game and do well. I mean, unless it gets to the pro levels, where they're paying you to play, then there should be some stricter shit. But as a casual gamer, who thinks it can be a pro game, it's just for fun. But you got guys cheating in casual gaming. I'm like, I just feel like those old computers they used to have, those big ones, and I feel like when they're cheating, I feel like standing behind them and just using it over their heads while they're cheating.
Yeah,
That'll change their mind.
yeah, absolutely, man. I used to have this kid who worked for me, and he was a constant cheater in like every game he played. He was cheating. He cheated playing
Did you fire
Pokemon
him?
Go. He
Did you
cheated
fire
playing
him?
Pokemon Go.
You
I'm like,
cheated
man,
on purpose.
if I could fire you for this, I'd fire you for this.
You didn't fire him. He said you're fired because you're a cheater. I'm gonna fire you. Did you fire him?
No, no, but gave him a lot of shit for it. Man, he cheated
So
playing
you
Pokemon
so
Go.
you could so you condoned the cheating, did you?
No, no, I didn't condone, but I don't know what happened to that guy. He doesn't work for me anymore. I don't, he left,
Okay.
but he was playing Pokemon Go and had an app on his phone that helped him cheat in Pokemon Go. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you realize how pathetic this is. Like, what are you doing, man?
You should have just got the TV screen, those big ones, and just when he was cheating, just use it on him.
Just smack him over the head with it.
Smacked him right over his freaking head and said, "You need to get this stupid blood out of your head, mate."
Yeah, I don't know. People are people. They always look for a shortcut in everything. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. But the great thing is, you look at the world of combat sports, you can always, you can outwork the cheater. They're going to exist. If you can at least you can punch them in the face. They're right there. In our games,
No,
we
man,
can't touch them.
I don't know, man. Like I said, man, my run didn't go so well. I've had a world of cheaters in my career, and I just, when I finally try to do something about it, I get, still you gotta get cheated out of that too. But we're not gonna go back there. We still have anyway.
That's the past. Past can
We
stay
don't
in the
want
past.
to go that way and make things salty because I get really upset about that shit. To be honest, so.
Let's look to the future, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
know nothing's locked in. Nothing's official. But when are you? All things go right for you. If you had your timeline, when would you see yourself stepping into that BKFC squared circle?
Well, it depends. Like I said, numbers matter for me, and so long as my manager, so long as Gabriel does the right thing. I mean, I said to him, look, I'll be ready in June. When I spoke with Gabriel, when I first asked him about helping me with doing some fighting again and competing, and the purpose of it. And we spoke at length about it. To be honest, and he gave me some options, and here we're going with it. So I said I'll be ready in June. Whether it be in bare knuckle or something else. But like I said, I'm super keen on testing out the waters with bare knuckle because I find it's a pretty straight up. You can't get any more raw than that. Like you got no gloves, you just in there with someone else, and it's a hard sport, especially with no gloves. Things can happen like and I've seen some of faces getting all cut up. I'm pretty sure my alligator skin's kind of strong, but we'll see. There's some big boys in there. Big Mick Terrell's not a small lad, and I see Ben Rothwell. Yeah, he's not a small guy. Also, Big Roy Nelson. But that Lorenzo Hunt, I don't know about that guy. Is that guy even in heavyweight or anyway?
I mean, he's probably right on the edge. Uh, he, I think Lorenzo probably has the ability to fight across 3 weight classes. I think he's
Oh,
able
really?
to fluctuate and get in there, and I think he can go
Okay.
middle, light, heavy, heavy. I think he could probably bounce around all three. Probably still be comfortable.
Okay.
He interesting cat. He his transition, I think, built for bare knuckle. I think Mike Perry too. I think those are
Mm.
guys who just. I think they're built for the bare knuckle sport versus their time in MMA.
Okay. Yeah. Right. That's it's funny though with Lorenzo Hunt. Lorenzo is like he's got the juggernaut. That was my first fight name ever. That the juggernaut, and he's got the same last name as me. So I got a poster of my name is like Mike the Juggernaut Hunt 30 years ago. And old Lorenzo Hunt's got the same name. I'm like, that's why I said before, I said, there's only one unstoppable force, and that's God Almighty. So when I hit him straight in his fucking lips, that blood blaspheming swine, it's all over. That's it.
Man, it would be a fight that, as a fan,
Yeah,
I would love to see.
it'd be
I
exciting.
I told Dave Feldman yesterday. I said, man, that would be for me. Mark Hunt versus Lorenzo Hunt in October with a Hunt for Red October themed fight poster would be the way to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I feel like
I'm
that's got
actually more.
money written all over it.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm more keen to do the Big Mick in England, to be honest. But we'll see what Dave Feldman puts in and see where we go from there. Because, like I said, Big Mick's a nice looking guy, and he's got that shiny strap, and I think he will it'll be a pretty hard battle, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes.
Mick Terrell is a big boy, and he's got heavy hands. And I think you and him, if
Well,
they could
bro,
do that fight in England,
they're all big boys at the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? They're all big guys. It's just like I said,
yeah,
it doesn't matter the size of the dog. You know what I mean? It's the fight in that dog. You know what I mean? So yeah.
yeah, that's for sure. And you've shown in your lengthy career in combat sports, there's a hell of a lot of fight in you, whether it be in a ring, in a cage, just in life in general. You've never stopped scrapping. You've always been down to go. And for me, that's the Mark Hunt legacy. It's just always being down to just go. For you, whenever you look at your fight career, when the time comes and it's done, what do you want that legacy to be?
The 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 legacy for me will be that when I like as a pioneer as a fighter, to try and make things better for those coming behind me, for all the boys and girls that want to be fighters, at least they don't have to deal with the shit that I've gone through as a pioneer, and that's the most important thing to me. With a legacy, it doesn't mean about the bouts. Like I said, the bout has got to represent something. The bouts I've been trying to chase represent garbage. They don't represent nothing. Um, in my mind, you know what I mean? Because it's got to represent a lot of things. And as a fighter, if one thing is about representation, it should be about finance. And if you have to ask your boss for something else, there's something wrong there. There's an issue there. So, so my legacy would be, covering the holes that other fighters have to fall in. So they just have all they have to be is really good at what they do and really good at fighting. So that I feel would be my legacy.
That
Not
that's
not the bad narrative that's been put on me as of late. That narrative is not right, is not correct, and it's ruined and damaged my brand 100%. And that's just not with me with all of that. I'm pretty straight up and a straightforward person about everything. I mean, not to say that I'm a fucking saint. I mean, we all make mistakes in life, and I'll be the first person to put my hand up and say I've fucked up many times. But I think it's the issue of keep making that same mistake. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm at a
We got a
position
lot
to.
of people in the comments saying they know that it's a false narrative, that no one's buying into the bullshit out there, like the smear campaigns trying to paint Mark Hunt in a bad light. And
Like if anything, like I said, if I want to go out as a fighter or do anything wrong, as especially in the fighting sense, I'd rather just go out there and die on my shield. Like I love fighting. I just like I said, I just don't like the other end that you have to deal with. To be honest, and I'm one of those guys that with the issues I had before, I saw something wrong and I tried to fix it. It took me 7 years. It took my career. It took my retirement, and that is why I'm here. To throw down. I'm not going to sit there or go into some fucking benefit and complain about it. No, I'm going to come here and battle again, and that's what I'll do. That's what a fighter does. He gets up and continues on. You know what I mean? He's not going to sit there and go, complain and whinge about it. I'm not a fucking whinger. If anything, I'm a hard fucking working man, to be honest. So yeah.
yeah. And it has shown throughout your career. You're willing to work hard and put in that work. And I don't see that being something that's changed. I think if anyone out there thinks that it's changed, I feel like they're in for a surprise when the time comes and you step back in there to fight. I wouldn't want to be calling you out, but maybe that's why no one will remember my name, because I wouldn't call out the Super Samoan. But I think that you've had a great career, an amazing legacy. You've inspired a lot of people. You inspired me whenever I was fighting. All right, I did amateur MMA in Ohio. I did shoot fighting, and I can't tell you the number of times I sat in my living room watching your fights, watching the way you moved, watching the way you landed those punches that just slept, dude. I'm like, man, if I could just connect one on somebody like Mark Hunt and feel like a king amongst mere mortal men, it would be special. And
Hmm.
I thank you for your combat sports career. It's been amazing as a fan. It was inspirational when I was fighting, and I thank
Hey
you
man,
inspired
it's
a
not
generation.
over, man.
I know.
Don't write me off straight away, man.
Oh
I'm still in the.
no,
To be
I'm
honest,
not writing
I'm
you
I'm
off.
reaching, I'm reaching. 50, I'll be 50 in March, but like I said, I feel fucking great. I have to go back to training and everything. I don't think I'll even skip a beat when it comes to going back to fighting. To be honest, I haven't had a hard session of training in a long, long time. But you can't write someone like me off, bro. I'm a born fighter, man.
I think the time off makes you more dangerous. Your body's been able to heal. I think
Heal from
that's scary.
what? Heal from what, my brother? What have I been healing from? I haven't been injured. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, to be honest.
I think
I can't run as fast as I used to because I put on so much weight. But I'm not really healing.
the added weight behind your punches. I
I
wouldn't want
mean,
to be the guy on the other
well,
side.
the last fight I think it was like a year ago, and I think I overthrew um a, a right hand. I overthrew a right hand, and it sort of pulled my shoulder out. So when I went to finish that person, if my shoulder wasn't so, but not as sore as it was, that would have slept them for sure. But like I said, those injuries are just I think they're called superficial injuries. They're not
Yeah,
like they're not injuries that you have to go get operated on. So those injuries fighters deal with all the time. They just have to, mentally persevere through that rubbish. But an injury that puts you down for sure is like one that have to be surgically fixed. So yeah.
yeah,
And that's it, my friend.
yeah, man. I'm excited to see you back wherever it may be. I don't think I don't think that timeline's ending anytime soon for you. I talk about you being an inspiration to a generation of fighters. I don't think that's done. I think that you have more gas in the tank. I think you have more people that you're going to inspire. And I think you have some more great things to do in combat sports.
Well, yeah, I feel I also do too. Like I said, it's only up to God when He says it's your time to not get up for training or do stuff. I feel it's my calling. I've been chosen for this to do this. Even though I'm reaching 50 in the next year, like I said, things have turned out the way because that's the way they're supposed to be. I'm not
Absolutely.
going to be sitting there complaining and saying, "Oh, I've got to do this." No, my friend, I'm in there, 100%. I'm in there.
I think that I think you've paved the way that you're going to keep paving in combat sports, and I think that you have managed to put all the gaming cheaters on notice here tonight.
No, no, you cannot. You cannot put in those. You cannot put those gaming cheaters on because man, they just come bro, out of the woodworks. They come from everywhere. You just, you know, when you chop one of those fuckers off, someone else comes up. It's like these. It's just gaming city, bro. It's just. And then when you say, "What do you do?" But it's up to the gaming. It's Gaben owns that game. You know, he needs to fix that from the top. It needs to be fixed from the top to the bottom. That's is where when I got into my issues with before with these lawsuits, I try to fix it, but it starts from the top to
Yeah,
change the policies, instead of someone trying to do it from the bottom. It's got to be deciding from the top. If they're putting out that this rubbish that it's okay to do this, then they are responsible. They need to be penalized. But if you're not getting penalized, then it just says it's okay to do it for everybody.
yeah.
Not when you
So
pick and choose.
we need all those game developers out there. You need to make those penalties harsh. Block them by
And you know what? And it's not just gaming I'm talking about. It's fucking everything, to be honest. So
Yeah. Mark, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. I absolutely appreciate you. Not just joining us, but I appreciate what you've done in combat sports. I appreciate the change you've brought to combat sports. Looking to take care of those who follow behind you in combat sports. It's, a prize fighter, not just looking out for his own prize, but that of everyone it's a special thing. Not everyone's looking out for everyone around them. It shows you're a man with a great heart and a great spirit, and I applaud it and I respect it, and I think that you're just going to continue to do great things for all fighters, not just yourself.
yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the time, man. I really appreciate it. It's great to know that. I mean, that people appreciate what you do. It's not just I'm not coming here to make money or this or this or fighting. It's about leaving a better way for other fathers that come behind us, especially as a fighter. So, thanks for the time, and I appreciate you seeing that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I appreciate you making the time for us, coming on to the Don't Say the F Word podcast. Drop all the F bombs you want here. We just don't use the word fake when we talk about pro wrestling. That's the only F word we don't say, guys.
Yeah,
We
man,
respect.
I did pro wrestling in Japan, so I thought it was quite cool. But I'm not gonna say shit about that. But thanks for the time, brother. I appreciate your time and thank you, man.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. We hope to see you in there real soon.
Okay,
So
okay, man.
we'll have you
That's
back
it.
on. Take
See you later.
care.
Bye.
And I want to thank everyone who is checking us out live right here on Instagram. This is the Don't Say the F Word podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Don't let your friends use it either. Make sure you're following us. We have more fighters coming soon. Next week, we should have Redneck Dave Mundell should be joining us, BKFC champion. There will be more coming soon. All these posters behind me, guys. If you're liking these, check out the Donnybrook Company. They put together some great fight posters. They have some awesome stuff there. If you didn't catch the whole interview, if you missed our interview with David Feldman, the CEO, the boss man, BKFC, make sure you go and check that out. That's on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Google Podcast, all the places where you guys find your stuff you like to listen to, it's there. I thank you for checking us out. Mark the Monster, thanks you for checking us out. And we will see you on the next one. Take care.